Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing today? Happy Tuesday for those joining me live. Hope you really enjoyed yesterday's video. Today we're going to dig in a little bit deeper into some things. Going to give you guys a couple minutes to hop on with me live. I know that you guys are probably busy working away at your businesses, and hopefully tons of you can hop on with me live. If not, that's why we record this bad boy. So going to give you guys a second. Make sure to say hi as you hop on. Say hello to me, please. Hey, Judy, what's up? How are you doing? Hope you're having a fabulous day. Who else is on here? Who else is on? Tanya, what's up? Judy in Texas. Been waiting for this all day. Well, that makes me feel super special. I'm pulling up some notes over here on my computer while you guys are hopping on. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes before I really actually go into record mode. Hey Connie, what's going on? How are you doing? What's up, sis? My sis is joining us live. She needs a little push coach in her life today. All right. I'm trying to get myself hydrated and make sure my notes are pulled up. Boom, 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 boom. Hi, Iwana. Did I pronounce that right? Is it Iwana or is it Ivana? I want to say Ivana, but I know, Lish, who doesn't? Who doesn't need some push coach in their life today? Who does not need that? This is what I do when I don't like silence. So if there's silence while I'm doing something, I just start making random noises. It's fun. You guys like it, right? I hope you like it. If not, oh well, sorry. Okay. Ready. Connie's ready to go. I'm ready to go. Everybody's ready to go. So let's rock this baby. Remember, I will be going into what I call recording mode, which means I'm not going to really be interacting with questions and stuff as we're going. I'm kind of just have to pretend that I'm talking to not a live audience, even though I do have a live audience. But I would still love for your engagement, comments, and likes and stuff as I go, because I feed off of that energy, and I really enjoy it and appreciate it. So thanks for those of you who are able to join me live. Thank you very, very much. Let's go into recording mode. Welcome to day 2 of the 5-day mindset makeover. My name is Josh. I am your push coach. Yesterday we talked about the first step that we need to take in our mindset, which is creating this sense of urgency. We gotta have this sense of urgency if we're really ever gonna make any strides, if we're really ever gonna have any type of growth. But here's what I've also found within this place is that if we're pushing for these things that are crazy, right? Yesterday I told you I want your monthly goal to become your new weekly goal, okay? Now, here's what immediately starts to happen is people start to get, how am I going to make this happen? How in the world can I do this? People start getting up here, okay? Got to get out of here. Got to get out of here. It's not, although we are talking about mindset, you got to be careful not to get in your own way and not to think too much. Having the right mindset doesn't mean you have to have it figured out, okay? What I want you to do is make that your goal, because it creates a level of urgency and causes you to push in a way you've never pushed before. Hence why I call myself a push coach. But here's what's going to happen. I promise you, you're going to fail. You're going to fall on your face over and over and over and over and over. And here's where people start to get hung up and they start to get stuck. And they say, dude, how do I stay motivated on a regular basis to keep pushing for these puke goals? To keep this state of urgency week after week, month after month? How do the top performers stay motivated? So today and tomorrow, I'm going to be teaching you my philosophy on motivation. And the first thing that I need you to understand is that motivation is a big freaking gimmick. It is a big lie. There is no such thing as motivation. Motivation is the thought or the idea that some people wake up in the morning and they're just like super happy, and they wake up out of bed like they already had 3 cups of coffee, and they're really outgoing and inspirational and charismatic, and all of that just comes natural. And that's where we hear people start saying things like natural born leaders, and we start making excuses that we're not as outgoing as some people. It doesn't come as easy to us as it does to some people. And that's because we are comparing ourselves to the Instagram version of everyone else. On Instagram, we all look pretty, right? We all got our diva lights turned on. If you don't look pretty on Instagram, do me a huge favor. Get some decent lighting and buy a new iPhone and try to look a little prettier, okay? Not saying that you have to be perfect, but some people really should try to look a little prettier on Instagram. But you're comparing your regular, everyday, normal, average self and normal life to everyone else's highlights. And so what you think is that it comes easy and natural to everyone else in the world except for you, because you are looking in the mirror and seeing your struggles and seeing the obstacles that you have to face every single day and thinking, dang, apparently everyone else has it easy. But it couldn't be further from the truth. No one is automatically or naturally motivated. Every single one of us wake up every single day and make a decision to do what we want to do. I like to say it this way. There's no such thing as motivation, but there is dedication and inspiration. Dedication is you making the decision. This is what I want, so this is what I'm going to do. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't always look good, and it doesn't always get me exactly what I want, but I have made the decision to do this. I've actually been getting some crazy allergies going on in the last couple of days. As I'm recording this video, it's spring season here in Oklahoma. All of the plants starting to bloom and blossom all over the place, which is very, very pretty, except for it pisses off my sinuses. And so the last couple of days, I've woke up feeling like crap, and I just have to get up and do the stuff that I have to do. And it doesn't feel good, and it doesn't look good, but I'm dedicated to doing those things. Because as John Maxwell says, if we wait until we feel good to do good, it'll never happen. But if we will do good as a result of accomplishing things, it will cause us to feel good. So we can't feel good to do good, we got to do good to feel good. Motivation is a big lie, it's a big gimmick, but I want to teach you a couple things that will help you to stay not motivated, but to stay inspired. See, motivation is something we're looking for on the outside. Something out here, if I could just have this, if more people would just say yes, if I could make more money, if I could just get that rank advance, if I could make this much money, then I would be motivated, then I would go do something. But inspiration is what comes from the inside, and because you always possess it, you don't have to wait for something else to change. You already have it living on the inside. So today we're going to talk about life vision, and tomorrow we're going to talk about life mission. And these are the two things that you have living on the inside of you, okay? This is your well of motivation, okay? I hate the word motivation. It's really inspiration, okay? But because motivation is such a common word, this is the well that we are going to draw from on the inside to keep ourselves motivated or really dedicated on a daily basis. So today we're going to talk about life vision, which is what we want for ourselves and our family. Tomorrow we're going to talk about life mission, which is what we want to do for the world. These are the two ways we stay plugged in and day out to do the things we need to do to keep pushing for these urgent goals. Even though we're going to fall, we're going to fail, but here's the thing. we're going to grow in the process and grow into and fail into the person we want to become and the numbers we want to have. Some of you, in fact, probably 99% of you are going to fail at this goal week after week after week after week after week. But in the process, guess what's going to happen? You're going to live up to your full potential and you're going to find yourself doubling and tripling your monthly numbers. Now, you may never actually quadruple, but who cares? Wouldn't you rather double and triple the numbers that you're doing now by going for 4x than just be stuck where you're at? But along the way, it's going to get discouraging and it's going to be tough. So the number one way we're going to lock in to your inspiration and your dedication is with your life vision. Your life vision is what you truly want out of life. You see, the only way we will ever stay motivated to push for our short-term goals is if we know the long-term thing that we are pushing for. Too many times we get so caught up in the short term that we forget there's this big thing that we're pushing for. And I ask people on calls and when I go to team retreats around the country to speak, I ask people this all the time. If I could guarantee you 100% that 5 years from now, you could have the life of your dreams and live that life for the rest of your life, would it be worth the work, the sacrifice, and energy it would take over the next 5 years to get there? And every single time, every single person says, absolutely, that would be worth it. See, here's the problem, is all of us say it would be worth it, but so few of us ever do it. Which tells me that very few of us are actually reminding ourselves on a daily basis of what it is we really want, big picture, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road, because all we're thinking about is what we're trying to achieve and accomplish today, tomorrow, what we're getting paid this Thursday or Friday, what kind of numbers we hit this month. What we got to do is ask ourselves, what is it I want long-term, big picture for me, for my family, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road? I need to use that big picture, the true life that I really want, my life vision. I need to use that as motivation to show up and get the results that I need to get today, to hit the short-term goal that I have this week, this month, the next rank advance, whatever that is. I got to use big picture mindset to go chase these short-term things that if I do over and over and over and over and over will eventually get me to the place I want to be. The compound effect says that we can do great things if we do something consistently over time. So I need you to understand that every single day you show up, you're not just fighting for a weekly goal or a monthly goal. No, that's what we're pushing for. But you are fighting for what you want out of life for you and your family. If you're single and you're not married yet, don't have a family yet, then think about the family you want to have down the road. I want you to stop and just think about this for a minute. I want you to stop. Stop taking notes for a second and ask yourself, 10 years from now, what do I really want life to look like? What do I want it to look like? Do I want to still be struggling with the same old problems I have now? Do I still want to be living paycheck to paycheck? Do I want to be going to a job that I hate or watching a spouse leave to a job that they hate? Do I want my kids to have 6 figures in college debt at the age of 20? Do I really want to have all this credit card debt? Do I want to continue living below my means and living something less than my dream? Or do I want to have the money to go where I want to go, to do what I want to do, to be in the places I want to be, when I want to be, where I want to be, how I want to be? What is the life that you really, truly want to live? Not the life you think is capable of being lived, not the life you think is reasonable. I want you to ask yourself, what is the kind of life that I really, really want for me and my family? And now I want you to take a couple minutes and brainstorm that. I want you to write down what are the places I want to go, okay? What are the things that I want to do? And what are the words that I want to use to describe the kind of life that I'm creating for me and my family? Words like freedom, words like life by design, words like traveling, words like empowering. I want you to just take a couple minutes. I want you to pause this video, and I want you to just write those things out and really, really, really get serious about what it is you really, really, really want out of life. Not just what you want to make this month or this year. It's not big enough, okay? We got to find something bigger to fight for. I love what Grant Cardone says. He says that basically if the goal isn't big enough, it won't be worth fighting for. So we've got to, yes, set these monthly goals, yes, set these weekly goals, but then we got to go even bigger than that. Say, man, I got to go after these goals because down the road, 5 years from now, I want my family to have freedom. I want to pay cash for my kids' college. I want to be able to buy my kids a car paying cash. I want to be able to pay off debt. I want to be able to travel around the world and give my kids life experiences. I don't want to have to wait till I'm 75 years old to retire. Think about the kind of life you really want to live. And I'm going to ask you what I've asked people all over the country, what I've asked people on team calls, team retreats, on one-on-one sessions. What you just wrote down for you and your family, is that worth 5 years of you plugging away at my system, setting these puke goals, and just going for it? Is that worth showing up every day consistently in your business for the next 5 years? If you could live your dream life, is that worth 5 years of pushing and doing whatever it takes to get to that kind of a level? Do you see how much deeper of a motivation that is than, well, if I could make more money, if I could just have a bigger team? I hear people tell me all the time, Josh, I would recruit more if I was making more money because then I could talk about things. Here's the thing. Every single person in your company that makes a lot of money, that has a big, huge team, found a way to recruit when they didn't have a big team and when they weren't making a lot of money. Do you know why? Because they knew where they wanted to go in life, and they weren't waiting for anybody else to give it to them. They went and created it. See, when you know what you really want in life, man, you don't wait for anything to happen. You go make it happen. So this is how you're going to stay motivated. I want you to write it down. And I want you to keep this in front of you every single day, what you're really fighting for. And I want you to use that as the fuel and as the inspiration to go grind out your daily activities today. The daily activities aren't always fun. In fact, in my Art of Recruiting group, I make everyone plan out their day every single day. I make them do affirmations every single day. I make them do personal development every single day. You got to start 20 new conversations with people, send out 10 invites, track your business. It's some pretty serious stuff. But when you think about what you really want out of life, you can do all those things from a place of inspiration instead of a place of dread. You can be excited about your business every day because you know what you are fighting for. So today, your life changes forever because now you're fighting for something. You're going to make something happen. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to have a life mission, which goes beyond just you and your own house, goes beyond just you and your own family, and extends to the world around you that you want to make a difference in. But I want to encourage you, starting today, no longer ever again use the excuse of I'm not motivated. Instead, you should just say, I guess I'm not dedicated. I guess I really don't want to fight for my family. I guess my family really isn't worth my sacrifice. See how that changes everything? Your family is worth it. You're worth it. Your future is worth it. Your family is worth it. Now go fight for it. Go make it happen. I will see you in the next video where we're going to talk about creating your life mission, which is going to become a mission statement that you live by every single day in your business to make sure you are doing something to change the world around you. Okay, end recording mode. So I want every single one in this group, if you are in the 5-day mindset group or if you are in the Push Life community, wherever it is you're watching this video, I want you to make sure, comment right here below, okay, with what is your life vision? 5-10 years down the road, where do you see you and your family going? What do you see yourself doing? What is some adjectives to describe the kind of life and the kind of freedom that you want to have? And then tell me, is that worth 5 years? Is that worth putting in this kind of energy and effort and maybe not seeing those kind of results for a whole 5 years? But 5 years from now, being able to live the rest of your life like that. I told myself that at 29. At 29, I said, Josh, even if you suck for 5 years, if you can just figure out a way in 5 years, not even to make a lot of money. The only vision I had at the time was quit your day job of detailing cars and just do what you love for a living. Even if you don't make any extra money, you get to live the rest of your life poor and broke, but at least to get to do what you love for a living, it'll be worth it. Well, here I am. I'm 34, and I've actually been doing this full-time for 2.5 years now, doing what I absolutely love, making way more money than I ever made because I was willing to stick it out. Instead of, well, I'm going to try this for 6 months. I'm going to try this for a year. Well, I've been doing it for 2 years and it hasn't worked out yet. Is your family worth it or are they not? Keep pushing, guys. Keep showing up every single day for your business. We did post some of the activities for the Art of Recruiting so that you guys can kind of like start getting into the mode of doing these activities before we even start the group. And I know that there were several questions about the tracker for the Art of Recruiting. What I want you to do for now, just do everything in the tracker that you know how to do, okay? Because in the training modules for the Art of Recruiting, I'm going to explain every single thing on the tracker. There will literally be like kind of like a mini training video on every single thing that is on the daily tracker, okay? I'm going to go through every single one, teach you the mindset behind it, teach you how to do it. For now, go ahead and just start doing all the things that you know how to do, okay? The new conversations, I will say, the 20 convos just means reaching out to someone and connecting with someone to strike up conversation. And then the 10 invites is actually asking 10 people to purchase a product, join a group, show up for some type of an event, okay? That's what we're going to be doing starting next week. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you're ready. We are going to slay some goals together. Thank you guys for being with me. I love you guys. I believe in you. I'm excited to spend this week and then 4 weeks after with you. Have an awesome day, guys.